What's your main goal? Like, you're in LA everyone's here for a dream, right? So George and I's dream is to not be so broke. Like, that's our dream. Right?
It's a good dream.
Our dream at one point was to be super famous. We tasted super fame for about 6 days and then realized we're so broke, and now our main goal is just
being
not
famous
to be broke.
doesn't pay the bills. It's like,
Doesn't
being
pay.
famous
always.
doesn't pay the bills.
No,
at
that
all.
kid from Target was famous. He ended up on the Ellen show just for some random tweet, and I don't think Target like gave him a raise.
Nothing. He probably got fired. Like, you're too highlight. So what's your goal?
My goal is to find happiness, actually. I know that's kind of a bullshit response. I can swear.
It's not.
Right?
It's not if that's really your goal. Like, a lot of people say that, but I don't think that's what they want. Why do you say that's what you want?
Because I don't know that I ever had it growing up. It wasn't something I had around me. It wasn't something I learned. And I think it's something that intrinsically I've been fighting off as an adult, like my whole adult life, even though I say, I hide behind these other goals, like perhaps fame or money. But what it really comes down to is I'm trying to find how to be happy. And I think you find happiness, this is what I'm learning at least, is by kind of just like being busy, by doing things that you love. And then happiness isn't really the goal. It's kind of the lifestyle.
I love what you just said. I was on vacation visiting family and old friends. Everyone's hanging out. And the entire time I was trying to get my next project done from my phone. They kept saying, oh, enjoy the moment. Why are you always on your phone? I said, I don't think y'all understand. It's not like I'm just texting someone all day. I'm actually getting work done from my phone. And what makes me happy on my vacation is to get my career to the next level, and I'm taking those steps.
Oh, very much. You got that LA hustle.
Yeah, well, it's actually the DC
it's
hustle.
the DC hustle. Nobody in LA hustles like that. Like, everybody comes here from out of town, and they are the hustlers. And I feel like there are some LA hustlers, of course, but it's the lifestyle here is not. It's much more laid back than it is on the East Coast. Lifestyle here. There's palm trees. There's palm trees in the hood. There's palm trees in the hood. How amazing is that? It's beautiful out here. So even today, the weather is fantastic, and it's not because it's fantastic weather. It's just another day in LA.
Yes.
Actually, we get upset when the weather's bad. Like, we don't get happy when the weather's good, and it's just the lifestyle. But what is happiness? What is happiness for you? And I actually want to know what happiness is for you too, George. Like Mr. GK, my bad. I want to know what happiness is for each one of you.
I think I'm figuring it out still. So far I'm just kind of following wherever my next spur of the moment decision is. And a lot of it's travel, and a lot of it's creating photography, a lot of it's acting, and just kind of sharing my story. And I think by sharing just who I am through that, I'm kind of slowly starting to figure out who I am by sharing who I am, if that makes any sense.
Learning every step of the way.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you feel any type of fulfillment while you're sharing and discovering who you are by other people being inspired by that, or maybe learning from your experiences? Or is it more just about yourself and your self journey, which is okay too?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think I probably actually don't put enough weight on the feedback that I get from people about, thank you for sharing, or I've been through something similar, or you're, watching you do this is motivating. So I think I feel like this should be motivating, but hearing it from other people, I think I take it with a grain of salt. I don't know. Maybe that's just me trying to stay humble.
I looked up the definition of the word humble, and it bothered me.
Oh, what is it?
The definition of the word humble was giving oneself less of importance.
I don't like that.
And less significance. And I was like, sounds like a slave term, like humble. Like we're taught to be humble. We're taught to be humble. And then I looked up the definition, and we're almost taught that having like a lot of confidence in yourself, they immediately will call you conceited.
Right.
What if someone is just really self-fulfilled and confident about what they're doing?
I agree 100%.
Why should we break them down?
I agree. I actually say that. People's like, why are you worried that I love me? Like, you should love you too. You should think you're the best. Like, why are you mad because I think I'm the best? What should I think? Oh, I'm shit? Like, is that because that's what people feel like, especially me, because I'm extra about it. You know what I'm saying? But still, like, why does my confidence make you insecure.
Zoom into his bathrobe, Martin, because Teron said something profound once. He said, "What?" Yeah, and I was around when people were commenting, "Oh, that's like a douchebag move. He has his name on his hat and his robe." And then Teron's response was, "What? Would you be happier if I put a corporation's logo and we're making them
or
more
someone
rich?
else's name?" Like if I had Armani on my hat, no one would say anything. But because I am supporting me in my team, in my brand, people are like, oh, what a douchebag. Why? Because I'm not trying to fit into the matrix like everyone seems to be and telling me to do so. I don't want to. I want to become the extraneous person that I feel like I am. So that's why when you're talking about happiness, my version of happiness and yours and everyone's version of happiness is different. But some form of confidence should be included in that.
Oh, I think so. I think you can't be happy if you don't like consciously decide, I'm going to look at me and I might not like what I see, but I love me and I'm going to work on what I can work on. And I'm going to accept what I can't. And I think that's just like a huge part of it. But definitely, you always have to represent, like put your name on everything. That's just the world we live in. Go out and show it off.
I agree. I really agree. Mr. GK, what's your...
My definition of happiness is when two souls combine.
And like a threesome?
That would be three souls. Yeah.
I just assumed you didn't have one.
So I like Gin N Tonic.
Yo, Gin, I told you.
I like Gin N Tonic. Yeah. You know, two souls fuse and combine and then turn into a supernova that can be seen by any point.
So
in the
your
galaxy.
version of happiness is falling in love with the right person?
Not always falling in love. It could be a fusion of friendship, similar to what I have with Teron.
You're not. No,
I feel it's
you're not going to do that. You're not going to do that. No,
I feel we have an intergalactic bond, and for you to deny it is blasphemous.
No, that is not. No,
everybody needs to see the supernova.
No, there's no supernova.
Yes, everybody needs to see the supernova.
No, here's the concept of happiness for me. I think I know what happiness is for me, is when I accomplish the goals that I've set out for. But then my goals are also something I cannot possibly accomplish. So I don't know. Remember when Matthew McConaughey had that speech where he's like, who's your hero? Me in 10 years?
Oh, I like that.
And he was like, because I want to become the person that I look at and go, this is who I want to be. And at first when he was giving the speech, I remember some of the people around me were like, oh, wow, this is so self-indulgent. Look at this. And then they heard it and they were like, oh, well, that's the concept. Like, I want to be my hero in 10 years, but I don't know. Right now, I don't know how that's going. I don't know how that path is going. I'm more content than I am happy.
Let me ask you this. A great indicator of how your path is going is to examine your psyche, not your intergalactic psyche, but your galactic psyche of the 10 previous years. Now, would you say that the Teron or the Gin N Tonic today is a Teron or Gin N Tonic that you dreamed of being 10 years ago?
Oh, hell yeah.
I like that answer. Wow.
Yeah.
So what were the main goals that you kind of, you're a younger lady, to maybe some of our youth who's listening. Youth, if you are listening, you have bad parents because you shouldn't be listening.
Welcome.
Not at all. Actually, I feel like the youth should listen to our show. We're educational.
Right.
We're
like we teach the youth. We're too real.
Too real.
We're too real.
Good job. Good job being here.
Yeah. So what were some of the goals or parameters you set for yourself that you feel like you've accomplished?
Oh, goodness. Well, I guess 10 years ago was when, I don't want to give away, you guys can do the math. I was 18. And the goal was just to get away from like a toxic family and to go be independent and get to be myself. And I was really wrapped up in just like so much anger that I don't think, it's still here. It's just this last year has been like all kinds of life changing. And it wasn't until recently that I even looked around and I was like, holy shit, I really do love my life. Like this is a life I dreamed of.
Fist bump. For the listeners who aren't watching the live stream, I just gave Gin N Tonic a heartfelt fist bump.
Heartfelt fist bump?
Sweet.
Is that even a thing?
It is a thing. Let me tell you why. Because your fist is the size of your heart. I heard that. So that was definitely heartfelt. Boom. Boom. Science.
Science.
Hashtag science.
So I would love for a girl, after you just finish making love, be like, fist bump. And you'd be like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Try that with a girl next time. Please smash. And then just be like, yo, that was so good. Fist bump.
Fist bump.
And then fist
Heartfelt.
bump them. And then give them that speech and see what the fuck happens.
I wouldn't be able to do that, Teron, because after I smash, I'm usually in the cuddling fetal position.
Do you cuddle? Does Jin N Tonic cuddle?
Oh, gosh.
Are you a cuddler?
I get cuddled.
But you don't like cuddling in general?
No, I like it because I'm usually pretty cold, and I'm like, all of you, come bring me your heat.
Are you a spooner? Like, do you like being the spoon? You know what I dislike? Girls that like to be the big spoon.
That's weird.
That's not my, like, I'm not into that. I like to be the big spoon. Mm-hmm. I don't even like to spoon. But if I do spoon, I'm the big spoon.
Have you ever been the victim of a big spoon?
Like someone just big spooned me?
Yeah.
Without consent.
In jail? No, like, it's like without consent. I mean, I have been big spooned and been like tried to push it off. Like, why is your hand just on me now? There's just weight for no reason. I don't like that extra weight thing.
Totally.
Yeah, girls think their heads are weightless. They are not. Like your heads are, you know, just because there's nothing in there sometimes doesn't mean, hey, let's not act like there are not some not competent human beings in the world.
I never.
That's why that's funny.
I never understood the concept of sleeping with someone in the literal sense. Mm-hmm. You know,
What
when
do you mean?
sleep, like when you sleep, you should be rested. You shouldn't have, as Toronto was saying, extra weight on you.
Right.
You shouldn't be like inconvenienced by someone moving.
So you
pulling
find
the sheets,
cuddling
changing
with
air.
someone inconvenient, George? That's what.
No,
Mr.
that's
GK
that's
saying?
a pre-sleep cuddle.
No, but
I
when
like
you're
to be
sleeping,
awake. Yeah, when I'm sleeping, I don't like the cuddle.
there's
at all.
some times that it feels nice to cuddle when you sleep. There's some times where it's nice. Usually it's like in the beginning, and usually it's because you can't keep up with that. Like, yo, it's too much. But it's nice to cuddle, especially when you're like Netflix and chilling,
Right.
but actually haven't done the chill part yet, and you're just like chilling on the couch and you're just like
Yo,
watching something.
I'm gonna admit
You fall asleep.
I'm gonna admit something. A lot of women out there, you know, probably don't know this, and it happens with most guys. It does happen with me. I'm more inclined to cuddle before my climax.
Yeah, post climax. Listen, bitch, I'm trying to sleep. Like, I'm done. I'm gonna need you to move. Like, why do we have a big bed? Sleep on your side.
On your side.
You know what I'm saying? How would you feel if I put like a watermelon on your shoulder and then was like sleep? No, it's not. Your head weighs like
Wait.
32 pounds.
Oh my gosh.
It's difficult.
Like I can cuddle after I come for like maybe 2 minutes, 12 seconds.
Okay.
2 minutes,
3
12.
minutes. Like there's like a point where I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna need you to go clean. I need to get up. I need to sleep. I need
Right.
this to be done. This is done.
That was a very precise 2 minutes, 12
I
seconds.
feel like
Right.
that's where it is. It's kind of like how long I can be on the phone. You know what I'm saying? With us just small talking. I have a small talk limit.
Every time I try to talk to Teron on the phone, we'll be mid conversation, I'll be arriving to my point. All right, gotta go. Like, what? I feel cheated. Like you just
Because he
said what
starts
you
off
needed
with
to
small
say.
talk. He doesn't start off with the meat of the conversation.
Right, get to
If you
it.
start with the meat, all right,
Then I have nothing else to say. Then it's not entertaining. Got to build towards it.
Well, what's terrible is people, they do the small talk thing, but they do it by text now. They're like, hey, how are you? And I'm like,
Hey, what's
don't,
up?
Don't fucking ask me what do you want?
exactly.
What's up?
To me, it's like when you're like, "Hey, what's up? Are you the FBI? Like, why are you
Right.
interrogating me? Where are you? Where are you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
What are you,
right.
Homeland Security now? Like, yo, stop interrogating. I really feel interrogated when that happens.
There's only one small talk text, which is not, it's hidden.
Sup.
It's coded as, no, even worse. It's hidden
What?
as small talk. WID. That means, do you want to F?
What you doing?
That
what
means,
you
do you want to
doing?
F?
Hold on. Let's do a
Right.
top five. We haven't done a top
Top
five in a
five,
long
yes.
time.
Let's bring
Well,
back the
let's bring a
top
top
five.
five real quick. We haven't
Yes.
done it in a long time. We do a top five. What are the top 5 texts that a guy sends when he's trying to fuck?
Oh.
Or vice versa.
All
So you
right.
can say it's from a guy or a girl. Top 5.
Okay.
I mean, Jen, do you want to start it off? Because I'm sure you get those texts.
Oh my God. It's usually, hey, you.
Hey you.
Oh.
Okay, you
Yeah.
get a hey you.
Hey,
Hey
you.
you is I'm trying to fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. To me, if it's sup, S-U-P,
Right.
after midnight, it's
Yeah.
trying to fuck.
Yeah.
Sup. Sup means yo, what's up? Sup. From guy or girl. Sup means sup with your dick. Sup with that pussy.
Right.
Sup with whatever is gonna get me closer to that. George,
All right. So we're doing one at a time.
He's checking his phone.
I ain't checking.
He's like, what did I send last night?
Nah, he's going through his like.
Left my stuff at your spot.
Left my stuff at your spot. That's what girl. That's a girl thing.
Girl thing.
No,
that's a girl thing.
No, that's such bullshit.
What do you mean?
I've had guys do that too, where they just every time they come by, I forgot this.
I forgot my sweater.
So guys do it too.
Guys totally do it too.
I've never done that. I'm
months
not
later,
trying.
they still haven't collected all their things.
And I'm gonna tell you something real. Mm-hmm. Girls, if you leave your stuff at my spot, it's going in the trash. Like it's not. I'm not saving it. I'm not getting the chance. I'm not getting caught up because you left something at my spot. Nothing of yours is at my spot. Like whatever you thought was at my spot was at my spot, and now it's no longer at my spot. All right, number 4. I'm gonna throw out. How you been?
How you been?
How you been means I haven't talked to you for a little while, but now I'm trying to talk to you because I'm trying to hit.
Right.
I don't really care how you've been.
Right. You're just asking how you been, aka is there a boyfriend?
Exactly.
Like since we last saw, what's up?
Scoping out the situation.
Exactly, because you have to scout it out. You have to scout it out.
All right, and then number 5?
No, 4. We're going 5 to 1.
5
so
to
number
1.
4.
Okay. Oh God. I like anything with it could be anything, but if it's just riddled with typos.
So
like it could be a text about anything, but if it's full of typos,
he's just trying to hit.
Yeah.
So if a guy misspells a bunch of stuff,
yeah. We all have autocorrect. So if he gets
he's rushing it.
Right. If there's red lines all over that and he still hit send, he's drunk, he's making sure you're up and he wants to come over.
Okay. That's a fair assessment. I don't know. I don't drink. So that's not my MO, but I can understand that being a situation.
There you go.
George?
This one's more of a response than an initiated text.
Okay.
Okay.
When someone, and I'm going to get myself in trouble, when someone's like, when someone's like, yo, this is like lunch, and then I'll be like, yo, I'm free after 9.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's too real right now, bro. That's
too real.
That's so real.
I need to stop, bro.
Yo, I'm free after 9. I'm free after 9 is so real, bro. Lunch, I'm free after 9. Yo, that's a number 1. That's not a number 4. Yeah. That's a number 1 move right there. Mm-hmm. How do you feel like as a girl? How do you feel about those texts? The I'm trying to hit texts.
Oh, well, I shut them down pretty fast. Or I'm really good at keeping things in like a flirty, fun zone.
But what if you are trying to hit though? Like, what's a response a girl gives when she is into it?
I don't know if they got like WYD. It would just be you with a little winky face.
Okay, that's a bit aggressive. That's aggressive. That's aggressive.
That's aggressive.
That's like, a conversation. That's a conversation.
Right. He asked. She responded. They're doing it.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't feel like what do girls like respond when they're down? I'm free after 9. I'm free after midnight.
Right.
No, if they're down, they'll be like, okay, cool. And if they're not, they'll be like, maybe later this week, Thursday lunch.
Okay, so
they'll deflect,
mm-hmm.
Okay. And you'll know.
Or I've gotten should I roll through?
Should I roll through?
Yeah, I got that recent, and that was a new one to me.
I roll through.
Yeah,
and that's a real thing.
Yeah. Younger guy.
Yeah, of course.
Clearly
that's a young
younger.
guy thing.
Clearly younger.
My thing is, look, if you're looking for the guy with the 6-pack and the pecs, that's not me. I'm not, listen, that's not, let's shut that down. Thank goodness I'm not like an overweight guy. Mm-hmm. The reason being, overweight, I don't care if people are trying to make overweight the new in thing. It's not. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. There's not like a time where you're that sexy when you're overweight. Being a guy and being overweight, you're way better off.
Yeah.
Because you can be Rick Ross or Biggie or something.
Right.
Baby. Like Santa Claus has like conditioned girls to be like, okay, maybe
they're
overweight's
cute.
not
They're
that
cuddly.
bad. Yeah.